Good afternoon, Central Ohio, and thanks for joining us here for another edition of our 10 Weather Impact Show. I'm Meteorologist Aaron White, and it's been a pretty nice afternoon so far as we've had some sunshine out there. Clouds are going to start to roll in here as we go through the rest of today. We'll kind of see still a mix of clouds and sunshine, and overall still pretty warm. We have temperatures right now up into the upper 70s and making a run for 80 here this afternoon, and we do have more of these warm temperatures in our forecast as we go through the next several days. But we also have some more chances for some rain, some showers and storms in our forecast, and we could see a few scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm as early as later this afternoon and through this evening, but some better chances arriving as we go through the rest of the 7-day forecast. So as we talk about this 10 weather impact forecast, again, we're tracking these chances for rain. Some isolated showers or storms are possible through the next several hours, likely developing after 4 p.m. Not a high chance, and not everyone's going to see the rain, but we will likely see some more widespread chances as we get later on into this work week, especially looking ahead to Thursday, some better chances. But even as there will be some scattered showers and maybe a few storms as we look ahead to tomorrow and Wednesday, but overall, temperatures are staying warm. We got highs in the 70s and 80s through almost the entire 7-day forecast, except we are going to start to cool down as we look at Sunday and Monday. And the thing to keep in mind with these temperatures in the 70s and 80s, this is well above where we should be for this time of year, as our normal high for today is right around 63, and even our overnight temperatures are not even dropping below that. We're staying in the lower to middle 60s here through the next several nights, and our afternoon temperatures are getting up into the 70s and 80s, running about 15 to 20 degrees above normal. Now, with the warm temperatures and some more humidity, we're starting to see these higher chances for some showers and storms in the forecast. We got a 40% chance here tomorrow. Likely going to see at least the chance for a few thunderstorms developing as we go through the day, and especially getting into tomorrow evening, and even the chance of going into Wednesday a little bit more isolated. But I think the best chance right now is going to be on Thursday, as we'll see some showers and storms rolling across the area. And right now, if we have the pick day of the 7-day forecast, I would say that's going to be Friday, as the chances are pretty low, about 20%, and we'll see some sunshine, and high temperatures will get up close to 80 degrees as we go through our Friday afternoon. Before we see another system, a cold front coming in here this weekend, our temperatures will get up still to around 80 on Saturday. And then we'll be watching for some showers and storms to develop. Eventually that cold front moves through and our temperatures drop down into the upper 50s here by Sunday. And we could still see a few more rain showers linger into our Sunday morning. But otherwise right now, feeling pretty good out there. We got temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, a few places already hitting the lower 80s, including Circleville now at 81, 81 for London, 78 for Columbus, 80 in Delaware. We got 79 for New Lexington and Zanesville, around 78 for McConnellsville, and 79 now in MacArthur. So nice and warm, and we're getting a little bit more humidity, not quite there yet. Our dew points are rising closer to 60 here for this afternoon, and we'll see those dew points higher in the 60s as we go through the next several days. And again, that's going to be the fuel for these showers and storms as we continue through the forecast. And zooming things out a little bit more, we do have a lot of cloud cover across the area. There has been some sunshine here and there. We had some rain showers to our south earlier today, even a few rain showers earlier this morning further to the north, and that all has since cleared out. But what we're going to be watching is for this area here in central Ohio, as we have some sunshine, we have the warm temperatures, we could get a couple showers and maybe enough energy that we get a thunderstorm to develop here later this afternoon and through this evening. Not tracking any risk for any severe weather, but some heavy downpours would be a possibility at best here as we go through this evening. Our main severe weather risk for today, that's going to be well to the north and west. We're already starting to see some storms developing there in parts of Illinois, and there is already a severe thunderstorm warning just south of Rockford. Zooming things out, though, the main severe weather threat here today, that's focused across the upper Midwest in Minnesota, North Iowa, into parts of Wisconsin, where there is a level 3 risk, as they're looking for some pretty big thunderstorms to develop that could produce some tornadoes, large hail, and even some damaging wind gusts. And the overall severe threat does extend southeast into northwestern Ohio, where we could see a couple storms that could bring some gustier winds. And as we look ahead to tomorrow, main severe threat is going to be, again, still to our north and west, but it does extend now into northern Ohio, where there is a level 2 risk from Cleveland to Toledo back into northern Indiana. Level 1 risk getting closer to the Columbus metro. So what we're going to be watching is for some storms that develop during the day today, going through tonight into tomorrow. Some of those storms could make their way into Ohio and still be on the strong side. And then we'll have to watch for another round of storms to develop as we get into tomorrow evening, as some of the computer projections are showing some rather strong thunderstorms that could bring that risk for some hail, some wind, and even can't rule out a tornado. So as we look at this here on the hour-by-hour forecast for today, again, a few scattered showers, nothing overly impressive, but some heavy downpours. We'll have to watch for that as we go through this evening. This is right around 5 p.m., so it's going to be pretty scattered, keeping it less than 40%. So most of us are going to stay dry, but a few of us, if you're unlucky to be stuck under one of those showers, there could be some heavy downpours. And then we'll see the rain kind of fizzle out and a little bit more activity further to the north around Bucyrus and Mansfield through late this evening. Heading into tomorrow, a few more showers are possible in the morning. Not a lot of activity, so really not too concerned about that. And then we'll be watching for some storms out west as they start to make their way eastward through the night into tomorrow morning. They are going to weaken, and this may be the leftovers of some of those showers and storms. So a few showers around the noon hour. That continues to clear out, and then we'll have to watch for some redeveloping storms as we get later into tomorrow evening. The timing on that right now and where it's going to happen, that's still to be determined a little bit, because the computer projections are kind of all over the place right now. This is another look at a different computer projection showing the showers and storms maybe a little bit more intense here as we go through this evening, at least on that one. I don't really anticipate any severe weather here today. Going into tomorrow, so I mentioned those showers and storms out west making their way here and then sort of weakening, kind of falling apart. Well, that's this, and they may be a little bit stronger. Again, this is a different computer projection showing that activity, but what this is also showing is we have some storms tomorrow evening. More storms developing as we head late into tomorrow evening. So this is what we would be watching for with that severe weather risk north of I-70 here for tomorrow into tomorrow night, as those storms could be on the strong side as we go through at least the next 24 to 36 hours. So while that's all happening, again, we're tracking the showers and storms. We're also watching a comet that's getting closer and closer to the sun right now. And this is Comet Pan-STARRS, and it is visible, actually getting almost to be visible with the naked eye. It's already been seen with binoculars and telescopes now through around April 20th. If you want to check it out, it's going to be in the morning sky just before sunrise by about, I would say about an hour to an hour and a half. You're going to want to look towards the east, and you'll see the moon off to the right towards the east-southeast, and you'll be able to see the comet a bit further to the left. And it's going to be pretty faint. Binoculars, telescope, best bet to be able to see that, or if you try to do a long exposure photograph. And the hope is, as it's getting closer to the sun over the next few days, it's going to continue to get bright enough and potentially be visible to the naked eye. So we'll be watching that, but we also need some clear skies for us to be able to see that. And unfortunately, because we have all these chances for showers and storms, there's not going to be the perfect conditions until maybe we get towards Friday, when we have a little bit more sunshine, especially during the morning hours. But we'll be watching those chances for showers and storms here through the next several days. Again, for today, a few showers around, another chance here tomorrow. Another chance on Wednesday, but the chance is really going up here Thursday, and that's likely going to cool us down a tad. Highs back into the upper 70s, and then we're right back to the low 80s. Friday, the choice day of the week, as we'll see highs into the lower 80s with mostly sunny skies. And then watch that next system coming in here for the weekend. We'll see highs still into the low 80s on Saturday, but then that cold front arrives and it knocks us down into the 50s here as we go into our Sunday. And while we have plenty of chances for rain in our forecast, you can't really call our weather too far out of the ordinary. But that's not the case for other parts of the U.S. Extreme weather is actually hitting several parts of the country this spring. Hawaii seeing a month's worth of rain in just a few days. And in Colorado, it's actually completely the opposite, as weather is not really the issue. It's just not enough water because of drought conditions that are still plaguing the state and actually prompting water conservation efforts. Officials and experts are warning these conditions could actually get worse as we head into the warmer months.
Record low snowpacks combined with record-breaking warmth.
We're at 41% of our historical average snow water equivalents.
And it's not even just Colorado, it's parts of Georgia, the southeast, also facing worsening drought conditions, but parts of California still experiencing wintry conditions, including winter storm warnings over the weekend and heavy snowfall up there in the Sierra Nevada mountains. So kind of wild weather all across the country. And one of the impacts of all this extreme weather is how heavy rains in parts of the country are impacting farmers and their planting season. Marcus McIntosh reports from Polk County, Iowa, on what farmers are saying about the current conditions.
Farmer Michael Pfeiffer calls the recent rain a minor inconvenience.
Pretty typical spring rain. I had 1 6/10 inches I dumped this morning out of my gauge.
Pfeiffer says the Thursday rain is not a cause for concern.
Our personal fields, we got a lot of tile out. It'll drain away pretty quick. I'm sure there's some river bottoms where, the typical places it puddles up, it's going to puddle up.
This is a farm field north of Mitchellville near the South Skunk River. The landowner says it looks more dramatic due to the fact a drainage door left open during the recent rains intensified the flooding in the farm field. A different farmer, Bill Webb, has farmed in the Mitchellville area almost 5 decades. He says the recent rain was not a hindrance, it was much needed help.
Yes, we'll take the rain right now. I'd say 2 weeks ago we were pretty dry. Did a little field work and we were awful dry.
Webb says all farmers are at the mercy of Mother Nature. His hope is the rain in the forecast will ease up, giving him the needed break to get his crop in the field.
Maybe a week from Monday we could start. Possibly sooner, but it's going to have to warm up. The temperatures are awful cold, and so ground is not dry very well when it's cold out.
And this afternoon, the Artemis II crew is back on Earth after splashing down in the Pacific Ocean just off the coast of Southern California. And now it's all about taking in everything they learned to pave the way for the future. And the moon mission captivated Americans, re-engaging them in the space program, at least at a level not seen since the 1970s. The crew spent nearly 10 days in orbit, traveling to the far side of the moon and collecting numerous images of the lunar surface. And the 4-person crew received a hero's welcome as they took the stage at Ellington Field near NASA's Johnson Space Center. The Artemis II mission successfully set the stage for the Artemis III space mission, currently scheduled for mid-year next year, so mid-2027.
Victor, Christina, and Jeremy, we are bonded forever. And no one down here is ever going to know what the 4 of us just went through. And it was the most special thing that will ever happen in my life.
And just hearing from the Artemis II astronauts truly puts the most recent mission into perspective as they describe their historic moon mission, and just really cool just to see some of the photographs coming in of the moon and even seeing the Earth from a different perspective. And after splashing down off the coast of San Diego Friday night, they are safe and sound. And talking about their return to Earth, Mark Strausman is at Johnson Space Center with more.
And it's just a great blue hue to it. It's beautiful.
For 9 days, they gave themselves and anyone watching a different glimpse of us. The crew's now back home in Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Artemis II crew.
But it's clear they haven't quite come down to earth.
I'm afraid to start talking. I have not processed what we just did, and I'm afraid to start even trying.
In these extraordinary images, Artemis II's crew shared some of the wonders they saw in space.
Good job.
Christina Cook also shared her new perspective.
What struck me wasn't necessarily just Earth, it was all the blackness around it. Earth was just this lifeboat.
Commander Reed Wiseman was struck by the crew's teamwork.
And no one down here is ever going to know what the four of us just went through. And it was the most special thing that will ever happen in my life.
It was special and needed for NASA too. Artemis II keeps the space agency's more ambitious goals on track. A return moon landing as soon as early 2028.
It was the moment we all saw the moon again, where childhood dreams became missions. You helped the world start believing again.
4 astronauts testing the boundaries of what's possible. It was inspiring. It was captivating.
I would suggest to you that when you look up here, you're not looking at us. We are a mirror reflecting you. And if you like what you see, then just look a little deeper. This is you.
Ahead for the crew, lots of questions from NASA officials. What went right? What went wrong? What next? Mark Strassman, CBS News, Houston.
And finally today, we want to check out some new video into us here at 10 TV. So sticking with Artemis II, check out this moment. This is one of the astronauts, Christina Koh, posted an emotional video Sunday showing her reuniting with her dog after returning from the mission around the moon. She also posted a video of her and her dog Sadie frolicking on the beach, and she said on social media, quote, "I'm still pretty sure I was the happier side of this reunion. Sadie taught me everything I needed to know about being an emotional support animal. Didn't expect that would come in handy." End quote. And just always, just fun to see the, reuniting there, and yeah, just enjoying a special moment like that. And another piece of weather video. This is to close out our show today. This is putting our spring weather into perspective. This is a rare spring snowstorm that actually caused some travel headaches on Interstate 80 over the Donner Summit Sunday morning. Using social media, this is out in parts of California, like we mentioned, with those winter storm conditions, seeing that heavy snowfall in parts of the Sierra Nevada mountain range. The California Highway Patrol and Truckee Field Office alerted motorists to use chain controls going into effect, and just being aware of the situations as they're seeing those heavy snowfall rates. And restrictions were also posted for select highways nearby. A winter storm warning for heavy snow accumulations above 4,500 feet in elevation was in effect until at least 11 p.m. back on Sunday, according to the National Weather Service. The agency added that travel conditions could range from very difficult to near impossible. So, you can see it in the video there with just heavy snowfall. And it's not, unusual to see that this time of year, especially in the higher elevations there in parts of California and other parts of the Rockies. And as we mentioned earlier in the show, with the drought conditions at Colorado, they really did not see a lot of heavy snowfall through the winter season, and one of the reasons why they're seeing the drought conditions. And it's a different story out in California, where they have seen heavy snowfall, not just this past weekend, but even over the course of the winter, as numerous storms were kind of rolling through that region. So a lot of things happening, and a few things happening in our forecast as well, as we're tracking those chances for showers and storms here over the course of the next several days. But really interesting to see how the weather is, just a wide variety of things happening all across the country, from extreme conditions out in California to not so extreme conditions in areas where they're still facing drought, with California or parts of Colorado seeing the drought conditions. We mentioned Georgia. Even parts of Florida have been dealing with some wildfires because of just how dry things are down there. And hopefully, some of those areas will start to see a pattern change, allowing for some more rain, especially as we get more into the warmer months here coming up in May, June, and July. Especially parts of Florida, when they'll start to see some more of that tropical moisture kicking in, and hopefully that's going to help with some of the drought conditions, not just in Florida, but also parts of Georgia. Meanwhile, as we talk about our forecast, again, we're tracking chances for showers and storms here as we go through today. Also looking ahead to tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday. So coming up later on this afternoon, Chief Meteorologist Chris Tomer is going to be in. He'll be tracking those chances for showers and storms. Also looking ahead to these nice warm temperatures in the 70s and 80s before we get that big cool down coming in here for Sunday. So until then, you can catch more news and weather online as always at 10tv.com.